Oh Lord, I'm gonna try and keep this video short, but that might not be possible. Hey everyone, it's Blast Noise here. Okay, so to start out my day, I wake up 10 o'clock. Yes, I'm a lazy sack of crap. But either way, I wake up 10 o'clock, go to my phone, instinctually thinking there's something I'm supposed to be looking up at 10 o'clock on my phone. So I go ahead, as I live on the East Coast, open up my phone, go immediately to YouTube, and what do I see but a brown-haired spiky boy floating out of a portal? And I think to myself, half asleep as I'm immediately getting more awoken, oh my god, Sora is in Smash Brothers. Ever since Brawl, and I feel like it's always everyone, ever since Brawl, as soon as they saw, like, Sonic and stuff kind of get into Smash Brothers with Snake, and it's just kind of been a amalgam of different characters, everyone's been thinking the possibilities are infinite, especially during around the time that Wii was around during 360 and Xbox, and DLC was a thing starting to come up. So, people might have hoped there was a DLC, especially when the Wii U came around, trying to get, Smash 4, trying to get almost every character with Mega Man and such, and Cloud and Bayonetta. But either way, I woke up to see this, and honestly, I'm in tears, man. Like, not a lot of things made me cry. Okay, like a lot of things made me cry. Like mostly just anime in general and good storytelling. Maybe like a dead puppy. But to have like Sora and Smash is a lot to me. To like kind of start out a small thing about my video gaming life is I was very young and I played things like Punch Out and Super Punch Out, and I played a lot of Legend of Zelda, and I played a lot of Kirby, and so I usually play that on Smash Brothers because they're my nostalgia characters, and I've constantly played those characters throughout my life and those games throughout my life, and I kind of had a Nintendo and a Super Nintendo when everyone else had like a PS2 and stuff, so I was very poor and very behind on the gaming curve. But I played all the old classic games, even Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles through time, and just the NES game as well. So I have like a very older background. Whenever like in the early 2000s of playing video games, where everyone still had like a PS2 and stuff, and PS1. By the time the PS3 started to come out, or this PS2 started to get old, we got a PS2 for Christmas. It was easy to get one, pretty cheap back in the day because they just had so many of them. That we ended up getting a PS2 whenever they had the new revised model, the Slim. And my sister, we all decided to get video games. I got Tekken Tag Tournament. My sister decided to get Kingdom Hearts, and my brother got San Andreas because he was a little bit older. I think he was 18 at the time, probably. And so he was able to get that one and Guitar Hero from his father. And so my sister, me and my brother, we all got to get video games. Sure, we played Tekken Tag Tournament, but I immediately picked up Kingdom Hearts. And because she got Kingdom Hearts, she was like, oh my god, Disney! Like, yeah, everyone likes Disney. And this was during, like, Disney's really good era as well, of really good movies coming out. They're in their heyday, really good day. There's not too, like, weird and cringy kind of stuff coming out. It's really kind of the nicer era of Disney and one of the more cooler, kind of memorable early 2000s to 90s Disney. And I played the crap out of this game, and honestly, it's one of the first games that I was very invested in when it came to story-wise, when it came to just like the connections of characters and the worlds you can go to. The first world I literally went to was Kingdom Hearts. If you don't know, my name is Clayton, so obviously Clayton, Tarzan, Clayton, that kind of joke there. Even on my channel, as I started doing the channel earlier on, back in like a couple years ago, I don't know, 4 years ago or whatever, I played Kingdom Hearts 3, and weirdly enough, I got like a couple hundred views or whatever for my singing, Let It Go. Kingdom Hearts off tune and completely out of balance with it, just because I love this game so much, and Disney is so much fun, even though they're not like the greatest people in the world and their business is very sketchy. They made a lot of great stuff, and so Kingdom Hearts came out, and with 2 and with the continuations of it, I just love the game even more and more. The combat was fun, the stories were fun, it was expansive, so many things to do, so many mini bosses. I don't even know what Final Fantasy was at this time. Like, I don't know what Final Fantasy is. Who's this Cloud guy? Who's the Sephiroth guy? I don't know in Kingdom Hearts 1. All I know is they looked cool as hell, and I'll beat the crap out of them every time. Not really every time. It took like 20 tries to kill Sephiroth. Kingdom Hearts 1 was like the GOAT of hard Kingdom Hearts games. Like, it got easier down the road, but it was really hard playing Kingdom Hearts 1. Nevertheless, I played a lot of Nintendo ones well, with Dream Drop Distance and Chain of Memories. The card game version was very weird, but it was still playable and very fun to me. And so I really do enjoy all the Kingdom Hearts games that came out. I think probably the worst one has to be Dream Drop Distance, followed by 3. But that really is, I still like 3 a lot too, so it's really, really weird to state. Either way, for Sora to come to Smash, it made me so happy. I've been wanting this character for such a long time, and I'm not trying to toot my own horn, or I'm not trying to be mightier than thou. But every character that came out for the DLCs, I didn't really want any of them. I mean, it was pretty great having Sephiroth, and it was pretty good having Terry from King of Fighters, and I really do like those franchises, and they're really cool and all. I was happy they came in, and I was more than happy to be like, you know what, I'm happy that y'all got, these characters that you wanted, you were excited for, be if it was Minecraft, or it was, I guess if you really liked the boxing game Nintendo came out with that I played and actually enjoyed a little bit. But I'm glad that you guys got your characters that you wanted, and you were happy for that, and you played the crap out of them, and you enjoyed that a lot. For me, I didn't. I really only ever wanted one character, and that was Sora, because it just made sense. It's not really a sword game. He has a keyblade. He goes to different worlds. He's an explorer. He's a fighter for his friends. He has different moves and forms. He's very flashy, and he's iconic. He's probably the most iconic PlayStation character. I know you're thinking, oh, there's Spyro and Crash, and no. You have to understand that these games are just a treasure, and how iconic they are, and how well they hold up, and how much of a story you get to play, and how expansive it is, and how beautiful it looks even to this day. The Kingdom Hearts games, my 3 favorite franchises have always been Kingdom Hearts, I guess Square Enix, but Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil franchise, and I think it's about it. Kingdom Hearts, Resident Evil franchise, and I think there's another one I just always forget. Legend of Zelda, obviously. Got a tattoo of it. Wow. But either way, I've always really loved this franchise, and it's been one of my favorites. And it expands to me and my cousins and my sister. It expands to even my second cousins, and it's such a good game, and there's a lot to relate with it. The music was impactful. Gosh, it's such beautiful music. The story that you're given, the trials and tribulations of the characters that have to go through it, the life lessons that you learned of this game. It was an impactful game, and to see it finally in Smash Brothers, where I am very, against the competitive-ish nature, not the scene, not the tournaments, but just the attitude of people in the competitive aspect of this game. To be honest, this game is a fantastic game, and Sakurai, you've outdone yourself in every single way. All the characters that we saw coming in, we never really expected it, right? We never really expected these characters coming in. We never expected the amount of work they'd put into it, and I'll still gotta get into it to where I think the items in the Ultimate Smashes should be seen more often, because it's a beautiful artwork of just... Have you seen his Final Smash? I mean, I'll probably play the video while I'm going through it as well, but... Have you seen the Final Smash? It's fast, but it's quick, and it makes sense, and you've got the door movement and everything, and locking them away. It just looks so cool, and with the items, and just how the character plays, and all the other characters in the game of their Final Smashes, and how they sped up Sephiroth, because it's like a whole minute or so to go through Sephiroth's Ultimate, and it's just a few seconds in Smash Brothers. And the items and everything, and the stages and all the different maps just definitely should be respected and played more. So as an iconic character from an iconic franchise that also, you have to also understand, Kingdom Hearts also is one of the first games that actually paired with Disney. So you have Disney and Square Enix, boom, come together with Final Fantasy characters. It was one of the first major awesome crossovers of a video game and their characters, and a show, or movies and shows and their characters fused into one. It was one of the first crossovers you would never expect. Why is this anime sword guy beating up Maleficent? You didn't think about it, because it was honestly a beautiful game and very wonderfully and really well done. That it had its own, je ne sais quoi to it. Just it can't be matched, and I think that's why it's so iconic. So for them to put it in Smash Brothers, and which Smash Brothers is the ultimate crossover king. Don't know why that just flickered. Is the ultimate crossover king, and it is definitively one of the best fighting games out there, one of the best party games out there. It is definitely one of the greatest. The Sakurai has put in so much effort, and to see how giddy he was in his interview, and to see how happy he was, it's a great topper to realize that, we were finally able to get. I was at least finally able to get a character that I wanted into this, and I'm so happy that everyone's happy about it, or at least not everyone. There's gonna be some salty people that wanted a couple of characters. Sure, we got Doom Guy as a me character, and honestly, I like the me character ideas. I hope they continue making more me characters. Why? Because they just keep adding more beloved franchise. Me characters are fun to play with, and they're just generally really cool. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just let this play out. It's probably going to be a little bit loud for the thing. I don't know how I'm going to turn it down, but we're going to go ahead and play it out while I'm still talking. Just to talk about this intro, it is so beautiful. The concept of it is pretty great, that you get the final outro, and everyone's staring at the flame. And then we got the first character. Now she's staring back at the flame, and it looks like it's dying. So like the death of Smash Brothers. But one little burning ember. And everyone's thinking at this point, Dark Souls, maybe? Gets dark. Fire. The campfire. It could be. But to me at this point, I'm thinking to myself, the rumors could be true because they are all in darkness. Frozen in darkness. Just like in Kingdom Hearts. Then the main character himself, Mario, sees the light, awakening him from that darkness. And as I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking it's definitely either Sora or it's Dark Souls. And the boss that Mario is says, I'm about to grab this fire, bro. Putting his hand in the flame. And as soon as I saw that it was a sword, I immediately went, it's Sora. And as soon as this hit, I shed a tear. And this is when I woke up to the stream about this morning as soon as I clicked onto YouTube. This is the scene that I awoke into. And so, the animation is just Kingdom Hearts. It is so lovingly crafted. The whimsical nature of like his Peter Pan-esque flying from the first game. The fantastic music playing. That gives me chills. Simple and Clean is fantastic. Hand in Hand is awesome. And just all the songs from it, beautiful. Sorry, again, I don't know why it's flickering in and out. I'm doing this very cheaply. Oh, and battery low. Get at me. But look at his movements. Oh my goodness. Like, he's perfect. He's a lightweight, which he is. I mean, it's really easy to kill Sora. He's died so many times in this game. The fireballs. He's simple and clean, and that's what I love about it. His moves are pretty great. If you haven't seen the video before, I'm sorry, it's kind of messing up here. Go watch the video. It's fantastic. You probably already have. But the backgrounds, so artful. Of course, no Disney characters, just Final Fantasy-esque looking characters. Oh, that ultimate. Oh my goodness. Locking the door of darkness. Oh my goodness. And then bringing it back to when you first fought Sephiroth in the first game, which was so hard to do, with the counters and him putting those on you. Fantastic. And the slow-mo finish in stamina. Gosh, Sakurai is so good at making games, dude. He's so good at it. The Kairi reference there. Just, oh my goodness. And the skins they did, oh my goodness. The skins are amazing from 2. It's like you got the fighting style from 1, the skin characters from 2, like the skins from 2, which honestly 1 and 2 are the greatest. And then they shake hands and like welcome to the fight kind of thing, and God, it's so beautiful. You gotta admit, like, he's outdone himself, and he was so giddy to have it, because I think he's played Kingdom Hearts 2 as well. It's a beautiful game, loved in Japan, loved a lot by American, mostly weebs, but it's loved by a lot of them. I think he's outdone himself. Sure, this is the last character, which makes a lot of people bitter about it. But be happy that the work that he's put into this game is fantastic. And I think this game is going to be. This is not like the death of Smash Brothers. I don't know why people get that kind of energy of like, Smash Brothers is dead now. There's no more DLC. This has just started. We now definitively have all of the characters in Smash Brothers. This is going to be the most we've ever had in a fighting game. This is going to be the most characters and the most fun you're ever going to have. And we're going to be playing this game for a long time and cherishing it for the longest time. And I don't think we're going to get a Smash Brothers for quite a long time anyways if we end up getting a Smash Brothers game. I don't see that being the case. But I do seeing is people are really going to enjoy this character. They're going to enjoy all the characters that we've gotten, and we're going to just enjoy what we've had thus far and continue to play it. That being said, Nickelodeon Brawl coming. I'm sorry about this rant, how long it took. I really wanted this to be short, but this has such an impact on me as honestly to thousands that wanted this character and play Kingdom Hearts. This has a huge impact on me as well as just a huge impact on the gaming community, and Sakurai really did himself wonderful, and I couldn't be happier with this game. I mean, I don't even ever see myself selling my Switch or selling this game because it's going to be a masterclass, and I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to replay all the Kingdom Hearts games. I can't wait to relive that adventure of nostalgia as this game does. I really hope that you enjoyed it and you're going to enjoy this character and maybe even pick up some Kingdom Hearts games. And I hope that you guys just have a wonderful one. And I will see you guys next time.